Hello everybody and welcome back to Factorio. My name's Adders and this is version 0.15.6. When I last left I only had one little smeltery and um, I was saying I was going to get the bus started and I've done so. So as you can see we have our iron on 4 lines, our copper on 4 lines with only one input at the moment, so it's a bit weak. Um, and I've been chopping down a few trees here, and I thought I'm not going to just build random stuff on video. I'm actually going to try and do some sort of modular parts, so if you wanted to copy them you're more than welcome to. So let me just finish off these couple here and then we should have enough space to get a green chip fab in. So everybody knows about the 3:2 ratio of copper wire to processors, green chips. What you should do is, if not, no worries. it's it's a standard type of factory set up in a lot of people's let's plays and things. And right now we don't really need all that much in the way of green chip production. So I'm gonna just put one five factory setup going, and then we can expand on it whenever we need more. Because we have these lovely splitters here that balance any amount of inputs onto 4 lines. As you can see from the copper here. The person I was trying to think of last episode was called Catherine of Sky. She does a lot of tutorial videos and let's plays, and also she's got a few really good guides on Steam. Talking of Steam, I am still offline. Good eye. So without further ado, let's get a small chip fab going. With the chip fab, I don't really need to give myself all that much room. I just need to do it past the splitters. So past here, and we shall go roughly here. Let's do 3. That's not right. There. Then we go in. And then we need some red-handed inserters, which I don't have any iron plates for. Also, while I'm thinking about it, I changed my recording software again because for some reason it chopped off this much of the screen up to here, and I have no idea why it did that. That was OBS Studio, and yeah, it was just a bit strange. So I've changed it to the NVIDIA one. Hopefully the quality is better, and everything's cushy. Right, so the first thing we need, let's work backwards here. We need copper by the boatload right here. So we need that there. Unfortunately you can't place these backwards or else they end up backwards. So we got that. That. And again. I don't really need these ones here at the moment, but they're going to be for steel and plastic up there. And then we're going to do copper up like that. And as you can see, it's feeding off of there and just taking off of this line. Now to even it up, we want to put splitters in afterwards. And this will even up the line for later on. And there you go. I believe that's right. And then we come up here and it's all there. And now we need iron. So the same again. Let's go to here. I've left more space in the middle of my buses for a reason. I don't like having it really cramped up. So yeah, I just want it to be. I just want it to be a bit more tidy. So we want to be to there and split one before it, I believe, like so. And we can put in splits afterwards. Let's actually do that. One. Oh, have I run out of splitters already? Wow. Two. Okay, so we need to go undergrounds here, and then straight in. I've run out of belts too. I have. Wowzers. We'll rectify that soon by making a belt factory. And earlier on in the last episode, I tried to make a belt fab, and then I clicked on green chips. I realised by accident, and I was like, "Oh, I can't make them in here." I could have done. I could set up a small belt factory right here, but no, I won't. I'll wait. And I shall suffer through the handcrafting. Right, there's all the split now. So that makes sure that all of the lines are balanced. And we do have proper input on these lines now. There's not very much input here, unfortunately, but once I start putting more inputs into there, it should be okay. So yeah, let's cancel them. These ones here. Oh. So for this one, we're going to make copper wires. For this one, we're going to make green chips. And the green chips are going to output there. Let's put power poles in here. I think I might need to be moving some of these maybe. No, I've got it. That's okay. Right. We also need to put power down the main bus so we can take it out where we need it. So with little poles, it's a bit of a pain in the bum because they start getting in the way. But I'll change these out to big poles as soon as I can. There we go. Oh, there we go. Like that. Now we just need to pull this split up here, through there, and up to there. Okay. And now what we can do is we can mirror this on the other side, and it'll all be hunky-dory. So we want to go there. We're going to underground belt this so we don't have things hanging off the edge. And we're going to bring this way. Underground belt it again. I know it seems like a waste of underground belts, but trust me, this way will be better. Then we'll work backwards from here. There we go. And then once we power that up, which we'll do right now. No. You scoundrel. Oh man. Oh man. Let's do it on the splitters, just to get power up there. And right there. And it's going to be so slow. and it's going to take forever to fill up those 4 lanes. But once they're filled, they're filled. So you'll see, this is one example. You'll see how the splitter copes with all 4 lanes at once. It's pretty impressive, really. And thanks again to Catherine of Sky for this design. I'm not sure if she originated it, but it's really good. Look at that. So no matter how much input you have, it will balance it across all 4 lines perfectly. So we have green chip foundry. I'm thinking I might just do a temporary belt setup, you know. We need some iron plates. I think I'm gonna bring this stock box up to there where we're working, because no point in having it down there, I suppose. And I'm gonna need all these iron plates anyway. So right here, I suppose. And like that. And I've got lots of iron here. Okay, so we need a chip factory, a belt factory. And at the moment I'm not quite sure how much green chips I want to have. So, hold on a second, this is not good. We're going to have to, first of all, we're going to have to underground this, because we're going to need stuff going in there. But up here, I think I'm going to do a little cheese. So we put it in there. 1, 2, 3, and down. And this one go like that, and it'll put it on both sides of the belt. So then it'll balance on both sides of the belt, which will be perfect. And once it gets backed up on this side, it will start putting it in the middle. There we go. And green chips are always useful for everything. That's why I like to have it on my bus first. Now we do have a bit of a problem with this map, and that's this. And the water, obviously. The water shouldn't be a problem, because we're working this side of this. But then we've got a sea above us, and that's no good. I won't be able to extend infinitely. But that's a problem for later on me, not now me. I could have done the bus straight down and then extended off to the sides, but then I'd hit the same problem, but on both sides. So, I don't know. But the chip fabs can stay there anyway. Let's put another one in, actually. Are we gonna have enough stuff? I believe so. So, yep, let's do it. We don't need to pull iron up it again, because we've already got the iron up there. So let's see how far we're going to have to go. So 1, 2, 3, 1, like that, and then right, we're going to need more belts again. Yeah, it's a laborious task doing this from nigh on the very beginning, but you do appreciate it once you've done one, and you figure out just how much it saves your headaches from spaghetti junctions. Because I've made a few bases like that, and yeah, let's say they weren't exactly successful. Mhm. We need to bring the iron forward. With our meagre productions at the moment, just extending the belt will take a bit to catch up on, but um, it'll do it eventually. And we need one there, oh, one there, one there, one there, and fill in the belt, obviously. And we have our copper going up. We have enough inserters. I did make a load of these while I was off camera. There we go. So you have 2 arms from this factory, 2 arms from this factory, and then 2 arms from this factory, and it all works lovely. So we're going to need to put in through reds this time, which is no problem. After all my belts are made. Right, okay, so shift right click, shift left click, shift right click, shift left click. Power poles, let's see if we can mirror this again. Like so. That's about mirrored. And we just need the iron to come in now. So that's doubled our chip production, straight up. Yes, it's all going on this side now. Beautiful. Beautiful stuff. And this should be able to cope with first 2 tiers of science and any other miscellaneous stuff we need for now. And I can always double this up later on as well. And basically I could just blueprint the whole thing and then shove it up one, and it's tileable. Okay. I don't want to build sundries, as it were, down the bottom. I want that for science. All south is science, all north will be sundries. So I'm thinking extend this out again. And we haven't even got anywhere near steel. That was another thing I was thinking of. Possibly, I'm running backwards on a belt, I might split this one and this one. So we're going to have 2/8, so yeah, a quarter of our production going into steel. And we've still got a lot of iron production in that case, but I'm not sure if it's going to be able to cope with it, and whether I should actually have another input for just steel and bring it up from maybe its own miners. It might be an idea. We don't need it fast right now, but once we get into the big bloody mosquito, hold on. Once we get into military science, I think it's military science, or it might be the blue science. Either way, it's going to be one of those, and it's going to be painful on the steel. If I use a quarter of my iron production on steel from the start, will that hinder me later on? Depends how much throughput I can get, I suppose. Well, we can try it, and if it don't work too good, then we can change it, can't we? Let's give it a go. So one up there to there, one up there, split into a balancer like so. And then I'm going to need to have a steel fabrication foundry, so I'm going to have to deal with these trees, I think. Just the bottom little tuft that's below the coal line, I think. We should be alright. And no, I'm not going to tap that coal for steel. I'll take it off of the iron. Okay. So yeah, I'm going to move this split down so that I can actually now I can just take it from there. There's that. And now we just need some stone, and we've still got a box of stone, and we can refuel this. Take 4 of those for, that's 40. We don't need 40, we need 20. Right, just as a preliminary still, and I can again mirror this up, but this might get in the way of my power production. Yeah. I could put it here and then bring it down. Yeah, that might be an idea. So 1, 2. Like so. Coal can go up and then down, and then iron. We don't want to cross over too many bits and pieces. There's that. And then it's a bit messy, I know. The smelting operations can all get changed when I get electrics anyway. I don't like this because it's in the way, really in the way. There we go. Okay. And then output has to go upwards. Belts again. Okay, and we're going to need 10, 15, 20. And now I'm out of underground belts as well. Great. Right. So there's output there. Here's output here. I suppose as long as I can keep a steady flow. Actually, we don't need this to come up this far, do we? Or should I do it for completionist sake and then do this? So they're going to be coming up on the outside that way. Yeah, that's cool. Then bring it down here and put it in the bottom one because, yeah, plastics have got to come out from somewhere as well. I do apologise, my phone don't normally go at this time of night. Mail from good old games. Okay, so now we just need to feed this lot. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is gonna all completely be changed on electric. I won't be able to continue this one past steel furnaces because I haven't put the output bits for space really. I shall clarify that in a second for you. Done. Right, so on here we have these little output spurs, and when I upgrade to electric furnaces, I'll be removing these poles and these, moving the arms, and then putting an electric furnace in there, and they can just slot straight into where the old furnaces were. But with this one I'm not going to be able to, because I needed to save space because of this. It would have been another 4 tiles, and I reckon that would have hit, or been very close to hitting the bus. So we don't want that. I will move this. It's just a temporary thing. God, so OCD, man. It's disgusting. My wife always laughs at me for it as well when she's watching. Like, oh, just leave it. Nope. Okay, so we have our steel on the line now as well. That should be plenty of production. Now you watch these ones get absolutely crushed. But I do only have 12 miners on it, so it was not surprising really. I should up that because I did make a load. I made 46 of them while off camera, just so I could increase this throughput a little bit. Let's see how badly it goes. Yeah, look, it's already crippling. Yeah, we're going to need more miners. So the way we've got this set up is not optimum at all. I'm going to change it now while I'm here. Let's work backwards from here. We should have put it in the top one, and I know there's a pole there, but whatever, we'll just do the poles like that. Okay, so that goes into the top one. We've got to get rid of some iron ore now. So to do this, you just grab it in your hand like that, and then control left click on whatever building, and you can just chuck it in if it needs it. Okay, so miners, let's see what we can do. I'm gonna have to have multiple lines obviously, and some of the lines are going to be contaminated with copper because of the location. So I could avoid that for now obviously. I think I will, just for the fact of simplicity. Oh, yeah, that's cool. 2, 3, 3. Seven. There we go. And the reason I've done it like this, I've actually put one of those really big splitters onto the ore so that it keeps all of the lines fed instead of just one particular one. Right, so let's not fall into the same silliness as we had before. Go up here. You know, we'll end up wrecking all of our power poles if we do that, so let's not. And I need some more power poles, I think. Yeah, let's just make them all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Done. So that's now doubled our output on iron, which is appreciated. And it'll all get fed into this monster mash and get turned into one output for everything. Steel seems to be keeping up, so does coal actually. I'm quite surprised at the coal. And it hasn't really weakened these lines all that much. It has a little bit obviously, but we've still got backup of all of these to contend with what we're wasting now. So that's good, and the lines are nearly full already. Halfway there. So that should do for iron for now. I haven't got a timer on the NVIDIA recorder. That'd be so useful if they just put one on. So, well, I'm pretty sure I'm coming up on 20 minutes-ish. So, all I'm going to do is chop a few more trees, obviously. There's not all that many I have to chop, though. I want to get a proper belt fab in here. And that'll be the first place I'll be able to split some green chips into, and red chips. So a belt fab is fairly complex. I may need to go and get a diagram of one, but we should be fine. We need these copper. I do have a copper chest over there. I'm going to bring that over to there as well. Got enough room? We do. Let's pick it all up. Boom, boom. 1600 copper plates. I'll just keep hold of them and just start a new one. Okay. We're going to pull this straight off of the split as well. So, here. Fine. We don't need this much copper. We need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then we need some cog factories. 3. 6. Okay. This factory is going to be like the old saying, go big or go home. It's not going to be nothing tiny. We want this to last. What we're making now, we want to be progressed to the end game. We don't want to have to keep on rebuilding everything. That is my plan. I'm going to have to bring iron up. We ain't got no splitters. Let's just build those. We'll have splitters, underground belts, and belts for days in a minute. Yeah. I'll get the basics of it started, and if I have to change it round, I have to change it round. So we're gonna put it up here. We want room. We want room to breathe. So let's start it here. 2, 3. These are coggage. Oh man, come on, really? Thank you. Those will be cogs. So guess what we're going to need for that? I've got no belts. Wow. I used a metric crap ton of belts right there. God. We've got all these radars as well. Let's shove one there, I suppose. Today I'm drinking Rubicon Mango. It's very, very nice. Oh. Oh dear. Right, so let's get this iron up there. We're going to need, I think, 2 lines. And one here. So, bosh, bosh. We need to extend the iron line out and split. So the split is going to be there. There'll be another split afterwards, and then this has to go up. Bosh, 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 bosh. Yeah, space is of the essence on this one, unfortunately, because of this frickin' forest, and I don't want to be chopping trees all episode. Okay, so let me just explain the minutiae of it, and then I'll end the episode, because I think we're on about half an hour actually. So what we're going to do, the middle one will always be belts. This ain't got enough space either. We need space for inserter, chest, inserter, boff. That's really close. Inserter, inserter, chest, inserter, bosh. Like that. So all of them have to be about that spacing. And we need the same thing horizontally as well. So inserter, chest, inserter, bosh, 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 and God knows how many trees later, bosh. Yeah, I'm really going to try and chop some of these down in between the episodes as well, guys, because yeah, chopping trees is the sound. Chop, chop, chop. Right there, and we'll have belts on the middle, we'll have underground belts to the left, and we'll have splitters to the right, and then let's just use wooden chests so I can illustrate. This particular build uses a proper lot of cogs, like ridiculous amounts of cogs. Well, we've got a few belts. That's no good, is it? I'll start building them for during the 1, 2, 2. That doesn't look right. Maybe, yeah, I've got it too far apart. Alright, okay. We'll do all the spacings now from the middle. I do apologise. I'd rather get it right than have to come back later going, dope. Okay, so now we've got our boxes. Insert a box. Insert our same again. Okay, then we go like this and like this, and we go box, box, inserter, inserter, factory, box, inserter, inserter. I think this is the way to do it. If not, I'll explain any changes at the beginning of the next episode. Oh. And one more set, like so, like so, and like so, and so. Yeah. So then we need to limit all these boxes. So this is one stack, This is one stack. This is one stack. This is 8 stacks. This is one stack. And that's all the limiting we need to do for now. Right, so this is going to have splitters again. This one's going to have underground belts. And what we do, we feed all the cogs and the iron in that we need. They will make belts, and it will put one in there, then one in there. These require belts and plates, so this will take the belt from there and a plate from a belt, and it will create underground belts and put it in this box. Splitters takes a belt, we'll take a belt from there, put it into there. Green chips, which we thankfully have loads of, and iron, and it will make it and put it into here. Then when we get red belts, this will be red normal belts, which take, you guessed it, yellow belts, and it will take it from the stock and then make its own stock and then into blues. It's very well designed, and once I get requested chests, I can replace these wooden boxes, and then when you upgrade, you can auto trash the belts in your inventory with your logistics system, and they'll automatically go back and get upgraded into the new ones. Awesome, absolutely awesome. Thank you again, Catherine of Sky. That's another one of her little tricks. That girl's a genius. But yeah, that's all I've got time for at the moment, I'm afraid, and I shall do my best to make another one tomorrow. So thanks for watching, guys. Ta-da for now.